Now, most people sitting on real knowledge, experts, coaches, consultants, they never really make any money from the things that they know. And it's not because they don't have the experience. It's not because they don't have the expertise. It's because nobody ever showed them the simplest way to get people to pay you for what you know. And I simplified the entire process down to a 3-step framework, and we're going to break that down in this video. And by the end of the video, you're going to have a clear picture on exactly what to do to monetize your expertise. Now, I want you to stay with me through this entire video because most people skip step 1, and this is why they stay stuck. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover number 1, how to figure out what digital product to create based on what you know. 2, we're going to cover the fastest way to package it so it's ready to sell. And 3, we're going to cover the simple system to get leads without spending money on ads. And I call that the RVP framework. And RVP stands for research, vehicle, packaging. And I'm going to break all 3 of those down for you. So maybe you're one of those people that have knowledge on something, but you never made any money from it. Or maybe you think you can't make money from it. False. Or maybe you think people won't pay for the knowledge that you have. Again, false. Now, I first got this idea. I was watching a podcast with Ryan Pineda and Omar Otakori, and a great question was asked. Can anybody create an offer and make money from it in their first year? Let's take a listen for a second.
Do you think anyone can come up with an offer that makes them $100K the first year?
100%. I think
How
that's
do they
easy.
start?
Yeah, so by giving it.
Okay.
By giving the
I'm
offer.
gonna use Tiffany. Just give it, Tiffany. Just give it.
No,
Pause.
like like legit. What do people want?
Yeah.
And then I'll break someone down that came through my program who didn't have an online business. He did write some books in his past and he was doing fitness stuff, but he really wanted to help people with money. He launched a podcast. He sent out an email, to his list and said, I'm doing this thing. If anybody would like to learn more about this. In his first challenge that he did, he made like 90K, is doing over $1 million with an offer that he created. And here's what's so cool about it.
Yeah.
The offer came from his imagination.
Okay, so now I want to challenge you
Go.
to actually give us the steps. That's a great testimonial. I get it. He just did it.
Yeah.
But how does someone start? Give me tactical advice.
Okay.
How does someone start an offer? Or someone listening to this, if they want to start, what's their very first step?
But I'm literally giving it to you.
No, you're saying just start.
The first part of the RVP framework is research. And again, we're going to keep this very simple. Now, the first thing he went on in the video to explain some things, but it sounded like he was like getting cornered, and so he couldn't come up with an answer fast enough. So that's where I came up with this framework from. So research, how do you find what they want, right? Because if you try to sell something to people who don't want it, then you're going to be wasting a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy. The way to do that, the way to find what they want is to research. And you can do that a number of ways. Now, I'm not going to go into all the ways, but the simplest way in today's world is to use AI, right? Claude, Chat, GPT, they can do the research for you. But people often overlook these other methods where you can find actual feedback from human beings, and they'll tell you exactly what they want. Right, so you can use AI, use Claude or Chat GPT to get the information about what people want, or you can search in somewhere like Facebook groups. You can search in Quora or social media. So sometimes a YouTube video might cover a topic, and the comments there will be people asking a lot of stuff. You can look for questions about whatever your niche is there. You can go to Reddit. Real people are talking about real problems they have. You can go to Quora. People ask questions there about specific things. These are places where you can get exactly what people want, and based on that, you can create an offer. And by the way, there's a lot of steps to this. This is just one part of it. So I created a free blueprint for you. You can download that. The link will be in the description, and it basically covers this entire system, but in a simplified manner. And by the time you're done with it, you'll have a clear plan on how all this works together. Now, the second part of the RVP framework is vehicle. And This just answers the question, how do they get to the solution for the problem that they're having? So the problem you found in part 1 of the framework research, this is where you come up with a solution and you break it up into a framework or a process or a system or a strategy. And this is the vehicle that you're going to get them from their problem to the solution and solving their pain point. Now, the third part of this framework is called packaging, and I think this is by far maybe the most important part, because if you have a product, if you can solve a problem, right, people still won't buy it if you don't say the right things, if you don't talk to them in their language, and that's why step 1 is so important. The third part of this framework, packaging, it covers how do you deliver your solution. That means the words that you say and how you present the offer. And there are two parts of this. The first part is how you frame the offer. Again, the words you say, how you invite them to solve their pain point. And the second part is the actual asset. You know, the digital asset that could be an ebook, a physical book, online coaching program, or some kind of online program, group coaching, or community like school. By the way, I put together a blueprint that walks you through every part of this, every step of this, and how you can create that online business without having to wonder what steps to take next. It's called The Blueprint to Building Your Online Empire. It's down in the description. Download it, follow it, and you'll have a clear path. So here's where we are right now. You know how to find the product, the problem that they want solved. We talked about how to package that into a framework or a system with 3 or 4 steps and then give it a cool name. You can use AI to come up with cool names or intriguing names for your framework or process. That's the vehicle. That's part 2. And then we talked about packaging. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is the simple system, how you can get leads without spending money on ads. So how do you get leads without paid ads? And the simple answer is YouTube. But you use YouTube as a lead generation tool, and in each video you set it up in a way that points to a specific thing. Now, if you want to learn that entire process, because that's the next thing you will need to turn leads into buyers or viewers into leads, then I'll cover that in the next video. And that's a simple system to get leads without spending money on ads. You just set the video up in a specific type of way. And the next step after that is implementation of what you just learned. So if you want the full blueprint to actually build this out, the link for that is in the description. It's called The Blueprint to Building Your Online Empire. It's free, and it comes along with some video training and some other training that'll help you get started, so you won't have to wonder, hey, what do I do next? So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to build a simple lead generation system without spending money on ads, and I'm gonna break that down step by step.